My name is Monica, and I'm so glad to be here. This is my technically second reading ever. And I want to thank Brick for inviting me. And tonight's show, I guess, is about representation, and I had a lot of aspirational ideas about what to do about that word. And I was thinking about dressing like a North Korean defector. It's so awkward that I'm going to read this after somebody that was talking about North Korea. You know, like pro-communist Chinese proletariat, but then I accidentally got deterred by alcohol and other substances, so here I am in jeans. So anyway, let me read from my screen because I have bad memory. I'm Korean American, by the way, and that's just one part of my identity. As I was walking here, I walked by this place on Crosby Street in the trifecta of cool. V-Files, Jack's wife, Frida, Muji, Topshop. There's this place called Broken English Jewelry, you guys. I was so offended. It wasn't even open at 5:30 p.m., okay, in Soho. I just want to read their about page. This is from their website, brokenenglishjewelry.com. It's on my Safari. Established in 2006 at the Brentwood Country Mart in Los Angeles, Broken English has expanded to New York City's Soho neighborhood. At our flagship boutique on Crosby Street, clients will find the same impeccably and darling curated selection of contemporary fine jewelry and rare vintage finds. The place is called Broken English. In an elegant setting that is meant to feel like home. For founder Laura Friedman, Broken English is a language unto itself, that which is meant, not said, representing moments and milestones in people's lives. Each piece of, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm reading the website. Each piece of jewelry is much more than a beautiful object. Semicolon, it becomes a symbol of the wearer's own history. We are honored to play a part in this process of Broken English. Today, Broken English is synonymous with master craftsmanship and highly original design. Also, I'm also ESL BTW. Yes. And our customers know to expect a personalized level of service that is unique to us. Because of the close relationships we have with the designers we work with, we can offer access to the most special pieces, be it a rare stone or unique design, a custom creation, or a coveted antique collectible. Come experience the laid-back luxury of Broken English for yourself and find a new way to tell your story. I just thought it was really fun, and I put it in my notes. So. I know, it's really crazy. I'm coming to grips with the fact that I'm Korean American. So the second story, should I go on? I don't know. It's kind of intense. It's also about relationships and representations and dreams. And it's called Because You Loved Horses. I was in a really serious relationship with someone. Has anyone ever been in love? Yeah. It's pretty cool, right? I know, and then it ends up horribly. Okay, so the story is also part of my dreams and real life. I remember the pale gray linoleum. I remember the yellow quilted blanket on the IKEA mattress, the blanket that made its way to 29 Cook Street, more than 10 years since having traveled to the States with my grandmother. I remember the MacBook we used to video chat through. I remember it was only a couple years old. My student work was still on it. I remember the summer heat that I wasn't used to yet. The mosquitoes would come then, especially at night. He was in Los Angeles. He was staying at a friend's place that used to belong to artist Ron Ethy. He was sleeping in the guest room, but preferred to video chat with me in the kitchen. In my dream, a horse appeared. He was a bit older, and I claimed him mine. I was riding him around inside a house, but the house was too small, so we went outside. We were on his last ride together. He went to trot along the path in a flat field. I realized I can carry him. I put this horse in my backpack for safekeeping. His head peeks out. Dark caramel with blonde eyelashes and a dirty blonde tail. He's under a very large cherry tree. I begged my mother to get him back. We couldn't get him, and I wouldn't let him die like that. We went back, the dusty field now lush with soft grass. The backpack is still under the tree. The horse's head is still poking out to the side. The zipper opens, only a crumpled bed sheet. There's a bunch of horse shit at the bottom, and it keeps tumbling out. I'm trying to salvage a broken backpack, and the horse is gone, and there's a pile of shit. 2 years have passed since we were together. We saw each other once for drinks. I was told by a mutual acquaintance he still had feelings. I don't remember much of our conversation. In the very beginning, I was asked by a mutual friend of ours, more of his friend than mine, if I wanted to accompany her in picking him up at JFK. Same college, in the past, but never really close. I was nervous for the first time, not only because I would have to sit in a car with her, but also I would be seeing him since his birthday. He lent her his car, so she was driving it back for him. She would have become the acquaintance that would have invited me over for dinner a year later, and on a random weeknight, and allude to his remaining feelings for me. The last time we said goodbye, he took the last cigarette of mine. He jumped into the back seat of his own car. He threw his carry-on bag next to him. He didn't have a suitcase. He was wearing a nice wash of designer denim, tapered at the ankles by a fold. He wore a plain white t-shirt, the bottom was cut, and the cotton started to roll over. His voice cracked, and I don't remember much of the ride. Thank you.